Do you recognize this letter granting access to the Mage Factory? It has your seal and signature on it. Will you speak up now?
Yes, the letter is mine. I'll tell you the truth. My daughter Teresa is severely ill. Our healers were unable to help her, but I'd heard of someone in Artisania.
Keep to the point. What did these visitors want from you? I think I know their names.
They promised to pay for Teresa's treatment. In return, I was to create a special poison for them. You see, I uncovered a secret of the Dark Adepts. The Mage Factor named it the Widow's Kiss. I haven't a clue why. The poison drives its victims to fits of insanity. Strange name for it. I told Albert numerous times he needed to use Lorianese glass flasks, but he never listened. Poor old fellow. I wonder if he's still alive.
How did you destroy the Mage Factory? And don't waste my time with digressions.
Yes, of course. I just need to focus. Those greedy aristocrats. They demanded I make them more poison. As if one order wasn't enough. Because of them, I was in a rush, and then... The boiling flask burst right in front of me, poison spraying everywhere. Well, they ran, of course. Oh, Creator, the sound of those screams coming through the window. Dreadful.
So how did you escape the madness? I'm not inclined to believe you.
I had time to take the antidote. There was little enough of it, but it was effective. And if my hands weren't shaking, I'd buy the elements. I remember nothing more. Why did I come here?
When I found you, you were working on some alchemy. What are you making here? More poison?
No. I know I'm making an antidote. I must eliminate Widow's Kiss to the last drop. This poison must be destroyed. But wait! Only my retort burst. The second was in Ursula's hands. That's it! They still have the Widow's Kiss! You must find them immediately!
My boy wrote to say he started studying the art of...
Today's a very important day for us, my lovely.
But why?
I've had such a good week. I've sold 6 magic tomes, 26 workbooks, and 4... Well then, Rosens. Let's see you... Well, Rosens, you lost the bet. You may commence taking notes for me. There's a certain formula for replacing lost limbs that requires a staggering amount of research.
Listen, Syl. My magical senses have served me well many times. Give me another chance.
You give me something serious, then you'll win. Something that I can see plain proof of.
Okay. You're going to receive a score of average in alchemy, Silveros.
What?
I just sensed our favorite graybeard in the laboratory. He was marking your grade on the sheet with a ridiculously long quill.
Average for me? That's a lie. And a laughable one at that. Your special sense is good for nothing.
I felt it, Silveros. It is right. You will soon see I am a real mage. And a seer. Damn Ulagi possessed me just now. I sensed nothing at all about our alchemy teacher. How am I going to get out of this? Silveros and I are friends, sure, but to slave away in the library in his place? I won't get a wink of sleep this year. I see you standing there, listening. Are you interested in magic?
Well, surprise me, mage.
Listen then. I have an artifact, a magical quill which can reproduce any handwriting. You use the nib to write and the feather to erase.
Intriguing. Can you show me?
Try it yourself. Take this quill Go to the laboratory and write average next to the name Silveros on Sequester's grade sheet. It is crucial that you picture yourself writing in Sequester's hand. You have my word, it will be exactly the same. Even the mentors won't spot it.
You mages are peculiar. Go write it yourself.
Sequester will suspect me right away, but he wouldn't think of you. The quill is hidden in the yard, under the bench.
Where should we look for this Palatinus?
Please, Albert, do not utter that name.
But what if someone else is searching for him too? Perhaps they could aid us.
Sweetest of sweetnesses. My fondest hope is that we are the only ones who need him so. Otherwise, we're headed for trouble. This was to be expected. I am so sorry, my bright daffodil, but this is the end for us.
Ursula, please be calm. I will deal with this. Now you listen to me. To begin, the disaster was not caused by the poison. Palatinus is wrong. That's not why it happened. Second, we don't have the retort. We left it back at the foundry.
I need details.
Yes, I will tell you everything. You see, we weren't the only nighttime guests at the Mage Factory. We were just fetching the order when I stumbled upon some horrible ritual. And the explosion! We ran outside and that spirit attacked us. It was furious. Ursula dropped the boiling flask. Palatinus saved us. He subdued the spirit with a spell and it let us go. We left the flask behind at the Mage Factory.
You say you left the retort at the Mage Factory. What then?
We were at Castle Ardennes. Palatinus fled right away, and the spirit... what was his name?
Ador. That was what Palatinus called him. That is the spirit's true name, Ador. Unfortunately, before I could command this entity, it called for help.
More spirits appeared, and we ran. Oh, how we ran. And then... what else could we do? We spent our last coin on that poison.
Why should I believe you? You tried to deceive me before.
If you need a witness, talk to Ador. He will tell you we're telling the truth.
We told you everything. You won't put us in chains after we've been so helpful to your investigation, will you?
Compared to the guards who abandoned their posts and this corrupt mage, your moral failings are frankly not all that remarkable. Oh, what has become of the Crown lands?
Guess what I saw in the refectory after supper yesterday?
Roast beef?
A polar bear! A live one!
Oh, stop with your leg pulling.
It really was a polar bear, honestly.
I implore you. No, I demand of you. To tear it down.
My dearest Lady Gisela, please be patient. I already sent several...
I implore you. No, I demand of you. Capture that darned spirit. Castle Ardennes is my ancestral home. It's not in the best condition right now, but I can't allow a rogue elemental to tear it down.
My dearest Lady Gisela. Decision.
If I could... I'd be richer than the king. Wait, I know you. I recognize you from the Universal Assembly. Anyone would remember your face.
Whom do I have the honor of addressing?
I am Baroness Gisela Wilmore Durden. What luck running into you.
Why's that?
I wanted to visit my ancestral home, Castle Ardennes, relive childhood memories, maybe even repair the structure, but an enraged rogue spirit has taken root there. And while these mages are refusing to help me, the creature is wrecking my family's castle.
My lady, your words wound me. My disciples are doing their utmost to help you, even as we speak.
But Archmage Cathorn claims you'd need an army to capture this, as he calls it, air elemental. According to the Archmage, the elemental escaped from the Mage Factory. Since he also claims the Mage Factory is suffering the plague, I and everyone else in Nostria would appreciate it if you assisted these students of the much-esteemed sequester in capturing that darned spirit.
From the Mage Factory. I need to catch that spirit.
Have you been bewitched?
I've been waiting for an audience with Mage Erasmus for over an hour, and waiting on someone else.
Shamak. Amalor.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Sorry, I got distracted.
Are you studying celestial bodies?
Yes. I monitor the glow and color of the stars, for such is my discipline. I can see you've come from afar. The road that lies ahead of you is also long.
Yes, I have traveled many places, and will probably visit many more. What are you trying to say?
I have a map to a dungeon. It is full of magic artifacts and ancient treasures. I had once thought of going there myself, but I see now that this will never happen.
Are you going to sell this treasure map?
Of course. It's yours for a mere handful of gold coins.
Let me think. Last time something like this happened,
How wonderful. You're rich.
I'll come back to tell you of my adventures in the dungeon.
That map is more than just a dusty old bit of vellum with an X on it. It is a dream. May it come true in your hands.
I've been waiting for an audience with Mage Erasmus for over an hour, and waiting on someone else.
rector's birthday is the most important event of the semester. A good many
I'm looking for a man named Xandor. Do you know him?
Of course I know Xander. He's the most irresponsible royal mage to ever live. Hard to forget a man like that. The scoundrel took 3 of my books to check for references, and I've neither seen nor heard from him since. It's been more than a week. He's scampering all over the country with my priceless tomes in tow. I keep tracking his movements, but he always manages to slip away.
Can you tell me where Xandor is right now?
Not Xander precisely, but the books. Have you not heard of library markings? Never mind. You'll see everything in a moment. Ecce liberos. Can you feel them now?
Perhaps the culprit came in through the window instead of picking the lock, and made off with his ill-gotten loot that way.
That's just the point. It's impossible. The windows were latched from inside.
The thief must have used magic then. I can't help you with that.
Yeah, and who can? Those cups cost a fortune.
The tower spirits can. They only obey magisters. You'll want an appointment with Meister.
Thievery? Nonsense. It was a magic experiment. Any mage worth his wand could see that.
Do you know something about the stolen silver cups?
You could say that, but the reality is much more complicated. I don't think an outsider like you can appreciate the essence of my research. I'll try and explain the basics. Surely you're familiar with Cathon's treatise on the nature of things? I'd be surprised if you weren't. My experiment was intended to discover whether one's logoi can affect the concept of a silver cup. And it succeeded.
Logoi and the concept of whatever. You had better return those cups. You'll undoubtedly be arrested if you don't.
I admit I do feel a little bit guilty for depriving someone of their valuable possessions. Awkward indeed. It shouldn't be difficult to reverse the spell and have the cups rematerialize from the concept. All I need is the right ingredients. Do you happen to have some mana-infused water, a silver bracelet, and a crystal orb on you? I could go gather them myself, but I'm a little wary of venturing out right now.
Hardly. I'm sure there's plenty of those sorts of things in the Mage's Tower, though.
The rector's birthday is the most important event of the semester. A good many eminent guests.
This merchant isn't very watchful of his goods.
Let me tell you why you're here. You wish to purchase some new magical equipment, and so experienced an irresistible desire to visit my shop.
No. Right now, I need a silver bracelet.
Ha! I'm a lousy oracle. I shouldn't even have bothered to try. I'm an excellent merchant, though. I always have exactly what the customer needs. A bracelet made from pure silver at a shockingly reasonable price.
No one can get an audience with cable.
I implore you. No, I demand of you. Capture that darn... I implore you. No, I demand of you. Capture that...
How may I be of assistance?
What if one of the students tried to falsify someone else's grade in alchemy?
Could you be more specific, please?
A disciple named Rosens gave me this quill to make an alteration in your grade sheet.
Outrageous! These are future alchemists. The purity of their minds has a direct influence on the mixtures. I cannot let this pass without consequences. Give me the quill.
Hey, heard the new joke about the savior of Nostria? The whole bit. Just like a
Damn immigrants.
Hello.
The new recruits, huh?
I'm from the Flostra Guard. I'm here because the pay's better.
That's the proper answer. As for you...
So how much is there? Will it last a week?
Glad to meet you, friends. Have you been here long?
Have you picked up a plague mask from Remedius yet?
I haven't. Why would I need one?
Haven't you heard? We're all about to be sent.
Are you What, never caught any ghosts? Just throw it! The hell with him! I didn't sign up for this.
What's going on here?
Our mentor sent us to this castle and provided this magic cage. We are to catch a rampaging elemental.
Don't be silly. This is no simple elemental, but a primordial spirit. It summoned its own horde of lesser spirits for minions. It's mighty powerful. And this dunderhead left the cage way over there.
I spoke with your mentor recently. His guest, a noble lady, asked me to help capture the spirit. With reason, I can see.
Really? That's great news. If you could clear a path for us, we'll sneak up to the cage and capture the spirit.
What are you waiting for? Go ahead and attack them!
Today's a very important day.
My boy wrote to say he started studying.
Did you find them? Did you get the retort?
No, it's still at the mage factory. Ador knocked it out of Ursula's hands.
Oh no. It fell on the floor then. That's even worse. The retort may have been damaged. If so, the poison will start seeping out and spread around the mage factory. And then, who knows how many more people will go mad from breathing in its miasma. The widow's kiss has already destroyed the mage factory.
There's no plague or poison in the mage factory. It was wiped out in the course of some sinister ritual. Not by the widow's kiss. You can go straight in, retrieve the retort, and destroy it. Open the portal.
I can't. No one can. The mage factory is quarantined by Cathorn's magic and a whole army of mages. Besides, I can't even remember how to get to the mage factory. My mind's on fire. I need to neutralize the poison, and quickly. But how can I do that with the widow's kiss still inside the mage factory? Find the retort, and your reward will be generous. You have my word.
Brave warriors! Lower the bridge. I must return to my mistress, Lady Letitia.
What did she say? I couldn't hear.
You there, coarse fella. Are you deaf? I am Della, Lady Letitia's maid. My mistress is a guest of DuPont, your commander. Let me through.